Hi everyone, welcome back to Arranging with Judy. Today I went out and I cut a whole bunch of things because it's fall, where it's rained like 4 inches out there, and I need flowers in the house. It's a gray day, and I'm hoping maybe you need flowers in the house too. So what I did was I got a bunch of very warm colors, and I'm going to make a piece for like a buffet table, you know, a food table, or an entry hall table, whatever you want to use it for. But it's not going to be like a centerpiece because you won't be able to see the person across from you, unless you hate the person across from you, which is, you know, that's okay too, you know. So I took this, this soup bowl, and I put a piece of chicken wire in it. And I don't remember if I showed you how to, you know, you just make like a pillow out of it, and then you just, tie it together with itself. And I'm going to make this about the same shape as the bowl. And just to make sure that it is going to stay secure, I am going to tape it. And I have wet fingers. Just a second here. This tape does not stick if it gets wet. So. But I just want to tape across this to make sure that this chicken wire stays secure because I'm going to be putting some heavy stems in it, and I don't want it to jump out of this bowl. And the bowl's kind of shallow, so you need something to hold the stems down in the water. If I taped a grid across this whole bowl and then stuck my stems in, as I put them in going this way, they would pop up and out of the water. So I'm going to use this chicken wire to secure it. And I might just take this tape, because I'm going to have some really heavy stems in here, and go around this to keep those pieces that I taped in place there. All right, and then you're thinking, well, how is this going to make a big arrangement that you can't see through? But I took this vase, and I kept thinking, oh, I should go and I should get some gourds and I should get some little pumpkins and stuff for this. And then I thought, well, it's raining and it's ugly. So I had some little pine cones, and I went out in the field and I found this really lovely wild crabapple that's got oranges and yellows and just beautiful shades in it, and I put that in with my pine cones. And then I have this love and puff that grows in my garden, and these little pods, you can see they're little green pods. I thought it needed a little green in there. And the reason it's called love and a puff is if you open this up, this little puff, it has little seeds in it, and the seeds have little hearts on the, all right, can I hold it so you can see it? I have little hearts on the top of them, I guess you'd say. Anyway, it's a really great vine, and it is really lovely in flower arranging, but it also can be invasive in the south. So if you're going to grow it in the south, make sure you keep a good watch on it, because it'll get away from you real fast. So I put that in there to give it a little color. And this is going to be a fall piece. I also stuck a little bit of bittersweet in here. You can, some areas you can't cut bittersweet, it's protected. But if you grow it on your own property to cut, then you can cut it. Because it can be a little invasive too, some of it can. So anyway, check that out too. So what I want to do first, I think, is, eventually, I don't know, this might be a little crazy, but I cut some grapevine today, and it's just so fabulous with the leaves on it still that I wanted to try and use it in this. So I might just cut some of this. It might be too big. It might just be, too big and too ungainly to put in here. And but I think it'll be kind of dramatic. So. And the grapevine the leaves don't last a real long time when they're in water. So you want to make this, just before your party. So we'll try this and see. I don't want to completely cover up my my vase, because I want to be able to see those pretty cones and crabapples and everything. So maybe I'll just do 3 pieces of this. There. Okay. All right, so then I think I might put some of this really lovely artemisia in here just to help. As I put more stems in, the stems will hold the rest of the stems in. Does that make sense? They'll make a grid. So I'm going to put some of this in next. And it just occurred to me that I'm going to wonder if this is going to be too tall. So I need to ask you, Ian, right this minute while I'm working on this, is this going to be too tall? Like, how much space do I have? I need to keep it about this tall, don't I? Probably, because my hand's right there, huh? Okay, I'll give it a whirl. I'll try and restrain myself. How about that? So look at this artemisia. It is just so, so lovely right now. It lasts me all year, all season. I use it for foliage before it blooms. And then when it blooms, it just has the nicest texture and the nicest color. And I just keep using it until the very end. And then it can be dried too. So it's just really just a workhorse. So I'm just giving this a little bit of a, an outline here. Okay. And one more of those, I think. All right. So, oh, I also have some, oh gosh, I have way too much stuff again. I go out there to cut stuff and I think, oh, I don't have much. And then I start cutting and cutting and cutting. And all of a sudden, there's just so much stuff. So, okay, I have, let's see. I have some zinnias, and oh, I have apples rolling around in the kitchen now. So let's see. I have these really beautiful apples here, and I want to put these in fairly soon because they're going to be heavy. And all right, if I want this to go out like this, this is going to be a big arrangement, you guys. And I'm never sure. I guess I should do a poll somehow. If you would prefer that I show you, little tiny things, or if you would rather that I show you big, wild, crazy things. And because I think it's more fun to do big, wild, crazy things. Uh-oh. But I don't know if I can use these apples. Oh, wait, maybe if I cut that one off. I see. They might be too heavy for this. So, let's see. This is still in water, right? This is still in water. Will that stay? Oh, it would be really great if it would. So, all right, I'm just going to tuck in some of these and put in another one on the opposite side to balance that. And then we'll get into the flowers. Okay. Let's see. This one's a little bit, I don't know. I want it to curve the way I want it to curve. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, yes, here it is. And I'll put this over there on that side. Maybe I'll take this one off too. Okay, so this should slide in right here. And I'm tucking this underneath the bottom of the chicken wire, okay? So that it'll hold. All right, now I have these really sweet little pieces of euonymus that I just want to put in right now because they're a nice color and they'll give me some lift here. Let me see if I can get that one to stand up there. Maybe I need to go from this way. This is tricky, you guys, because this bowl is so shallow. So you'll want to really make sure that you have, a network of foliages first. And that will get the branches in, you know, where you want them first, because they'll all pop up if you're not careful. Okay, let me turn this a little so you can kind of see what I have going here. All right, so I have, well, I want to put a couple more of those in, I think. All right, and I'm just going to bridge like up to the center of this. All right, there. Now, I need to get some weight in the bottom of this because they're going to all pop out if I'm not careful. So I have these orange zinnias that I think will go, that's the only orange I have. Oh, I have some bittersweet too. These are really heavy though. So I think the zinnias are going to go towards the middle and in kind of deep. I'm just going to do a row of 4 across the, you know, sort of across the middle. And then this one will drape off of this side. And this one will drape off of that side over there. Okay. And then I have the, some gold zinnias here that I think will go the other way. Oh, let's see. So I have a short one in here and a short one on the other side. Oh, that just flipped around. And then one going this way. And then one doing the same thing on this side. These colors are so vibrant for today. It's so gray here. All right, I have one more left. I might just put that up in the middle here. I'm not sure if it'll stay yet. If it won't stay yet, I'll just keep it aside and then I'll tuck it in at the end. That should be a pretty good grid there. Now I have this really, really gorgeous, bright, sunny marigold that I'm going to tuck in. I'll put one in deep right here. I love the smell of marigolds. I know some people, I think you just either love them or you hate them. It's like cilantro, you know? But I just think that they smell like summer and they just have that really lovely, tangy scent. And I guess it just reminds me of my childhood and, you know, lazy summer days, and I just love it. And they're just so happy to be in an arrangement. They last quite a while too, so they're kind of a fun one to use if you haven't used them before. So I'll put one over here. I want it on this side. Yeah. And I think I'm going to break this up and put some over here too on this side. Let's see. And I have a little bit of fennel here that's got kind of a yellow tinge to it too that I'd like to put in here. Let's see. All right, are we totally hiding my vase at this point? Almost. I didn't want to do that. All right, and this will go up in here. Hopefully it's not too heavy to stay. All right, and then I have this really lightweight fennel. And I don't think I cut enough of it. No, where did it all go? I don't have enough. I wanted to put fennel up in here. little bit more of the, if I can get some crabapple, now that I have enough stems in there, I might be able to get a couple more pieces. Oh, you know what? If I don't, I could put my bittersweet in here, because that will give me that orange up at the top too. And it's lighter weight. I might leave the leaves on. Usually I tear the leaves off, but I might leave the leaves on at this point because they're part of that whole green look, you know, that's going on. Let me see. This one I'm going to have to cut right here. Okay. And I like this one. I can still see my green bowl over here, so I need to put something over here. Yeah, let that drape down. All right. So, oh yeah, it's doing it now. Okay, one more piece of fennel. See how that, like, it's almost like I put it in, you know, a frog or something when I just tucked it in there because I have such a grid of stems going on in there. Can I use any of this? Can we still see this from the camera? Okay, good. I get a little nervous ever since the time that we made that big tall arrangement and then couldn't use the video because we cut off the whole top of the arrangement. All right, do I want this up here or do I want some sweet Annie up here? That's a little too bushy, don't you think? Do I have any more just single branches? You know, when I was cutting this in the rain, I thought, oh my gosh, I have so much of this, I'm not ever going to need it all. Yeah, everything's falling out of my bucket. How's this one? This one might be okay. Let me break that off. All right, let me get this in here. And, oh my gosh, this is fall, isn't it? All right, I could put another piece of grapevine over here to cover up my container, or I could put some of this sweet Annie, but I think it's going to get too dark and too bushy, isn't it? So I'll just get another piece of this grapevine and put it in. All right, so all right, there you have it. Well, you know what? No, you don't. Let me just put another piece of something. Oh, I have love in a puff. All right, I'll see, here I go again. I get to the end of these videos and I'm like, oh no, I just found something else. I'll put it in real quick. But the love in a puff will give it a real light, airy look, and it'll just be fun. And we can just like curve it around in here, and we can, you know, tuck it in and let it drape down. And it's just so much fun. And you know, there's going to be a day not too long from now when I'm not going to be able to use love in a puff because it's going to be gone. Although I want to tell you, I have dried this before, and it dries pretty nicely, and it keeps its green, you know, the pods stay green for a long time. So, you know, that's something that you could do. Let's see. Okay. So, one more piece over here, and then turn it, and then one more piece over there. And then I think we've got this thing done. I don't think I could possibly add another thing, could I? No. All right, so start out, you know, start out with your depth placements and your heavier pieces, and then work your way into the center, and then bring the light the wispy things out. Oh, wispy. You know, I do have sea oats. You could always put sea oats in here, and that would give it a lot of fun too. But I won't do that today because I've already taken up enough of your time. So anyway, this is a way to show you that if you ever want to add drama to an arrangement, like this would be a lovely centerpiece flat on the table, but it'd be sort of ordinary, you know, if we just used the bowl. But when you raise it up on a pedestal, or you put, put it on a cake plate, or put it on a column, or whatever, it's going to give you more drama, and it's going to just, add pizzazz to your party. So if you like what you see, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever. If you have any questions about this, I will always answer your questions. So just put it in the comments, okay? Thanks for watching.